Okay, Star Trek The Animated Series Season 2. Now, there's not a lot to say about this season because there were only 6 episodes in it. But the two best, I think, were How Sharper Than a Serpent's Tooth and The Practical Joker. Now, the Practical Joker is the first time we see a holodeck in Star Trek. It's called the Rec Room, and Uhura, Bones, and Sulu go into it and program in a day at the beach, and then McCoy decides he'd rather take a nice long walk in the woods, so Sulu pushes a few buttons, and all of a sudden they're in the woods. So, let's see. Anything I have to say about just following up? Oh, yeah. So, More Troubles, More Tribbles, and Mud's Passion, those, bring back the original actors to voice their parts. So, Cyrano Jones, I can't recall the name of the actor who played him, but he's been in a bunch of stuff. He was in a bunch of stuff in the 60s, definitely. And then Roger C. Carmel, who played Harry Mudd, reprises his role. He was also the voice of Smokey Bear for like several decades. So, anyway. But, you know, there's kind of been a little controversy over whether to include the animated series as canon, and I mean, why wouldn't you include it as canon? It was done by the same people. I mean, Gene Roddenberry was in charge, had all the same actors lending their voices to their characters. It had a lot of the writers from the original series. D.C. Fontana in particular. I believe there's D.C. Fontana and David Gerald, and one of them, I believe, wrote Yesteryear. And I don't know if I mentioned that in the last video, where Spock uses the Guardian of Forever to go back to Vulcan and basically save himself when he's a child. So and that's one of the besides Amok Time, it's basically the second time we see the planet Vulcan, albeit in the animated series, but you know, it looked pretty desolate in Amok Time, and it looks pretty desolate in the motion picture too, but in the animated series you actually get to see like one of the cities, and yeah, it's pretty cool. So anyway, that's gonna wrap up these videos on Star Trek the Animated Series. So coming next is going to be Star Trek the Motion Picture. See you soon.